Alright, episode, fuck you, I couldn't even tell you which one it is.
Yeah, well, I think it's supposed to be episode 7, because the episode 7 that we recorded was complete shit. It was bad.
Alright, so get back to what we were talking about. Why do Chinese people and Asians...
Why are they still writing hieroglyphics?
Like, how do they understand a million different versions of a fucking hashtag symbol? There's, like... How the fuck are you reading that?
I think it's just basic hieroglyphics, like the fucking Egyptians used.
Yeah, but still, I mean... Well, I guess we say like FR for real, TS.
Yeah, but that's texting.
Shit.
Like, we have actual words. Like, what is the Chinese alphabet? What is the Chinese alphabet? Because
I feel like doing all those signs and symbols and shit takes longer. Maybe it's just me being American and English obviously feels natural, but like this thing says dust and clean fast. I could imagine how many fucking lines you have to write to say that in Chinese.
There are certain symbols for letters. Like, here's the alphabet. But I'm pretty sure they don't write like that. Like, I'm pretty sure that there's symbols that mean whole ass fucking words. It's like written sign language or some shit.
Yeah, but like A would take...
That would take so fucking long to write.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at like their like road maps or like the road signs or whatever, like that's what it says.
Yeah, but I think that, like, I'm pretty sure there's like a universal symbol for stop, right? Like, or not universal, but I don't think that it's going to be all those different little hieroglyphics put together, or letters, symbols, whatever.
Look up if, like, I guess look up Chinese sentences. Because if it's like 3 symbols, then that's one thing. But if it's a million of them,
I'm pretty sure it'd just be like one. Like, I think it would just be. Yeah. So this is what like a stop sign would look like. Like, it's just like one symbol for that word. Like, so I guess some words have just symbols.
Like, it just looks like a fucked up game of Jenga.
Yeah, who made this shit? That looks like something I'd see on a fucking ramen package. I thought that was just a logo.
It's like somebody really just painted a stick and threw it at a wall. Like, hey,
For real.
there we go. That one looks good.
And I was going to argue, well, they're just old as fuck like the Egyptians, and that's why they use hieroglyphics. But English is old. Maybe not our English, but...
Yeah.
Because our English is a little bit different than those people overseas, you know, but... Either way, I feel like English is still an old language.
It definitely is, yeah.
And speaking of that, did you know that white people, like, of Europe descent, of European descent, is like the smallest percentage of people in the world?
You mean it's not the 731,000 people that died? I feel like they've been kicked out of so many places and had to travel so much.
I'm talking about like me and you, like people whose ancestors would originally come from here.
So we are being taken out. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, we're the smallest percentage of people in the world.
It's tragic.
I didn't know that.
You sure that's like an African tribe or some shit?
No, I saw a TikTok video on it. Obviously, I don't trust that, so I Googled it. I Googled it, and it's a real thing.
I seen it on the Chinese app.
Hold on, let me...
I mean, if we're really being taken out this hard, I feel like Israel shouldn't be complaining this bad.
Based on the U.S. Census data, the lowest race percentage among major racial categories... Alright, this is just the U.S. Hold on.
Speaking of that, we dropped one bomb and gas went up $3 in a day. And now it's just slowly coming down. I don't like that.
Alright, now it's saying something about indigenous populations.
No, fuck all of them.
Yeah, alright, hold on. What?
It's like saying that's like a species about to go extinct. I mean, do or don't.
Yeah, that's definitely not right. So, global context, globally, people of European descent, often classified as white in demographic studies, are estimated to number between 850 million and 1 billion as of 2025, representing about 10 to 12% of the world's approximately 8.1 billion.
So there's only 1 billion white people?
Yeah, 850 to 1 billion.
Like, when they say white, like just like
people
with white skin? Or
people of European descent.
Oh. Okay.
So that'd be, I guess like German. I don't know.
I still well
Because I feel like Russians are kind of white. Are they not?
they
What are you
definitely
looking at?
I'm saying like white as in like because like there's people in South Africa that are white.
Yeah, they're white, but are they of European descent? Oh, how are you white in Africa?
Well, not my thing is how's it getting smaller? Because I mean, unless you just killed off the whole bloodline, then I mean,
Because
like,
Mexicans have a shit ton of babies. That's why. White people just stick to one or
yeah,
two.
but I mean, it's not like you like unless we're just white Europeans are just not having kids. I mean, you would still be able to trace it back. I mean, people trace yourself back to Genghis Khan all the damn time. Like one man, he was like 10% of the population at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like how are we getting smaller? Because at some point you should still be able to trace back to Europe.
Also, there's a bunch of white chicks having kids with black dudes.
Yeah, them genetics get washed out. I hate that. Like, how come every time a black guy fucks a white girl, it comes out with curly hair?
That's because black people have curly hair.
Yeah, but like, why is that? It's like redheads always have redheaded babies.
Well, if it's two redheads, yeah, because it's
No, my aunt and uncle's a redhead, and all
redhead,
3 of their kids are.
Being redhead is a recessive gene. Like neither of my parents have red hair.
Ginger.
Yeah. Neither one of my parents are redheaded. It's a recessive trait. So like, if two redheads get together, they're only gonna have redheaded kids because
they don't have another choice.
What's it called? The Punnett square. You remember doing that in like biology?
In like 7th grade, yeah.
I don't want to explain it.
It's like X, Y, and you just
yeah.
Like if the Oh,
my kid's probably not gonna be redheaded.
Damn, it's kind of good for humanity. Now think about it. Soulless bastard.
Oh man, that's fucked up.
That's true. If Eric Cartman said it, I pretty much believe it. So,
for the most part, except that it's
South
only
Park's
like
got
stupid,
else
poor
right.
retards that race in NASCAR. Those dudes ain't poor; they're fucking rich. To get to that point, you gotta have someone to invest money so that you can have a car.
Well, are they really rich, or is it just they have money behind them? Because like the Truck Series people, I mean, they're not making anything.
I mean, probably not, but you gotta have the sponsors.
It's like WNBA to NBA, you know. I mean,
I don't really know that much about it. I played fucking career mode on NASCAR.
You're the only person I've ever known that like brought a Dale Earnhardt Jr. lunchbox to school.
It was free for my grandpa. I had a Dale Jr. and a Dale Sr. lunchbox with the Dale Sr. ripped.
Hell yeah.
But it didn't look as good either. The Dale Jr.
Well, I don't remember. Was it one of them like metal boxes?
No,
or was
no,
like
it was like a long fucking like rectangle.
Yeah, okay.
Just like a plain
like it could fit
insulated
one
insulated bag,
sandwich.
basically.
Yeah, I got you.
Like if you put anything wet in it, it was gonna leak out.
Yeah.
But it was insulated. Fucking walking around. Clickety clacking on the floor, fucking shit up.
I've been debating because I knew we were going to do this today. I knew we were going to do it. I mean, obviously, but this fucking remember last because me and Donald. I mean, we talk. We don't really discuss life unless we're doing these. Just keep it kind of fresh. But remember last episode I was telling you about that new kid we had.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know how much I've said about him, but so. One, he can't weld. Went to school to weld. Went to a trade school to fucking weld, right? Can't fucking weld. Can't read a tape measure. Stands around, thumb up his ass, you know. Well, and me and the foreman, Lewis, we were trying to put in a safe room door. And for the listener, this is going to be a shitty description, but it'll make sense to Donald. We need video, but
we gotta get video.
Yeah, we definitely do. But the safe room door, it goes in. Obviously, it goes inside the safe room, and then you press it against the opening so you can walk through, right?
Yeah.
And so when you do that, you have to have a person on the outside to tell you where the gaps are, because the outside wall and the door meet, so they're like it's quarter inch metal.
Can you chew that somewhere else?
You loud bastard.
Take it into the bedroom.
But anyway, like I said, the door's on the inside, and there's just that like 1/8 quarter inch gap where the wall and the door meet. And you fucking up.
Chew elsewhere.
You fucking up the flow state, buddy.
Yeah.
I love you, but no, you can't have the golf ball.
Go chew your bone in the bedroom.
Damn it, you're the second guest we've ever had, and you're fucking it up, Kyle. Get out. Fat, awkward bastard. The dog don't give a damn. Anyway, we're trying to figure out how big the gap is, because if the gap, if it's more than a 16th, you have to take something and, wedge it in there.
Yeah.
Close that gap up. Well, the door weighs about 500 fucking pounds. And I'm sitting there holding it. My foreman's at the bottom just trying to, measure it out, get it in the right spot so we can tack in the hinges to the door. And
Hold on.
I'm talking about all my body weight and all the strength I have in my fucking body at the end of the damn day. So we get out at 4:30. This is like 4:15. Like, I'm exhausted. Son of a bitch. What kind of fucking setup you got here, Donald? You got dogs chewing shit, sipping over coolers. I ain't coming back.
This is the original fucking podcast setup.
True. But anyway.
Until you get a DUI.
We're trying to, like I said, Lewis is on the ground. If I drop this damn door, Lewis is going to die, and my leg is going to get cut clean off. Like, this door weighs so fucking much, and there's not that much room to move out of its way. So I'm sitting there, like, whole body shaking, because we have to lean it back a little bit to slide it in, and then, a bunch of technical bullshit. So this door is leaning against me. Like I said, and it's everything I have to keep this damn thing up. And Lewis says, all right, how big is that gap down there at the bottom? Kid goes, that's the last fucking thing I want to hear in this situation is, He said, let me go get a tape measure. So he goes and gets a tape measure. Now, keep in mind, the gap can't be bigger than an eighth. So it's got to be, like, a 16th is okay. An eighth is not, we can't do an eighth. He goes, gets the fucking tape measure, puts it up there. He goes, I'm not that good with fractions. I was like, what the fuck? Lewis.
We gotta buy this one for your tape measure that has the little fucking fractions on the line.
No, that's the fucked up part. I have a cheater tape. He was using my tape measure. So I know for a fact the 16th aren't labeled, but every eighth, quarter, half, and that's all labeled.
Like, the only thing that's not gonna be labeled is between 3/8 and half.
Because
that's gonna be some wild ass shit like 7/16.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because, like, it couldn't be bigger than an eighth. Because there was no way in hell it was bigger than an eighth. So it had to be a fucking 16th or 3/32, some shit that, like, it doesn't even fucking matter.
Was the stupid motherfucker trying to divide, like, between the fucking little 16ths?
I don't know. I was on the inside, he was on the outside. He goes, I'm not that good with fractions. Like I said, it's hot as it's probably 100 damn degrees in this thing. Because we just got done welding it, and we just closed the only airway there is. Lewis is like, go get somebody! Right fucking that! Like, Lewis is pissed. I'm sitting there trying to die laughing. Just somebody looking at a tape measure and be like, yeah, I'm not that good with fractions. Like,
I'll just send him home right then.
Well, that was Thursday. And then Friday, well, I'll take that back. Thursday at lunch, because it's at the end of the day Thursday. Thursday at lunch, a few hours before that, Lewis see me on lunch. He said, hey, come here real quick. I want you to talk to the boss. And I go into the office, and he's like, so tell boss man, like, what's going on? You need a new helper, right? And I was like, yeah, I don't know how well this kid's going to last. I was like, he can't really weld. I don't need him. He don't listen. You got to tell him everything 2 or 3 times. I was like, because I don't want to be the one to fire somebody. Like, I don't want to work with the kid anymore, but I don't want to be the final decision and be like, yeah, fuck him. So Friday, right before lunchtime, Lewis is like, hey man, we're going to let you go after the day. You can either stay and get your 40 hours or you can leave at lunch. It's up to you. Hey, this kid gets pissed off, points his finger at me. You're making a big mistake if you let me go. Lewis said, get the fuck out of here right now. Said
that?
Yeah. 21 years old. Can't read a tape measure. Can't weld. Can't do fucking anything. You're making a big mistake. Like, it's like Lewis, the Lewis that I know would have bitch slapped this kid. Because, like I said, I didn't hear any of this. I didn't see it. I didn't hear it. I just knew after lunch the kid wasn't there no more. And actually, Caleb came up there, and she was coming up there for lunch. And right after lunch, Lewis was like, yeah, I almost had to slap your girlfriend. And I thought he was talking about Kaylee. I was like, hell, let's save me some trouble. I thought he was joking. And he's like, yeah, he got up in my face saying we were making a big mistake if we let him go. While he was telling Lewis we were making a big mistake, I was literally having to cut out all his previous welds and redo it. Like, one shelter that we were building took an extra 3 hours because I had to go back over everything. So I was sitting there thinking, like, literally nothing's going to be fucked up. If anything, it's going to be more efficient. Like, we should have got rid of him.
Yeah. We had a dude quit on us Monday. So the guy I normally work with, he had an appointment Monday. And I guess he just texted the boss, which he had been telling me he had an appointment, but
yeah,
that don't really affect me. I mean, someone else is going to work here. It's not like I have to live without you because we're on a contract. There has to be 2 people here 40 hours a week, so there's going to be someone else here. But anyways, I guess he texted the boss. Like, I don't know if he forgot to tell the boss or if the boss forgot, but he texted him Monday morning and was like, yo, I got an appointment at 9:45. Well, we get there at 6. 6:30, I still haven't heard from my boss. So I text him like, someone coming in for Matt? He said, yeah, I'll probably send Will out there. And I forget how it gets brought up exactly, but he's like, he realizes Matt's not there now. He's like, oh shit, I'm on my way. I guess he thought Matt, which I love my boss.
Your boss?
Yeah,
okay.
I love my boss. He's a great boss. But come on, what kind of sense does it make for Matt to come into work at 6 when he has an appointment at 9:45?
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? Leave at 8:30?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, to be fair, I always start out with, hey, I'm gonna have to miss tomorrow. I got this.
Yeah, which I feel like maybe if his appointment was
like at 12,
I feel like if your appointment's before lunch, don't even come in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a decent general rule. If my appointment for whatever is after lunch, okay, I'll be there.
Yeah.
But if it's before lunch, I'm not even gonna waste my time coming in.
Yeah, I'll take half days if I have to miss. There's no point.
But anyways, he comes in and then we're sitting there talking, getting ready to do something. We ain't got a whole lot of work going on right now.
Yeah.
But we're sitting there talking, and he's like, "Well, Easton just quit." Dude, I don't really know a whole lot about Easton. I worked around him a couple times. He's an alright guy. And I know he mostly worked in the restaurant business before. Yeah. Well, he just texted my boss Monday and was like, yeah, I'm done. No 2-week notice, nothing. And I guess, I was talking to another guy I worked with earlier. I guess Easton had been at the Arsenal a lot lately, and he, I guess, wasn't a fan of that. And he's supposed to be at the Arsenal Tuesday to cover for another guy that was going to be out. Well, I guess he decided he didn't want to go to the Arsenal Tuesday, so he just quit Monday morning. Which is kind of messed up. I mean, I've always done a 2 weeks notice, except for that time I worked at McDonald's. That was like the only place I didn't give a 2 weeks notice.
Honestly, looking back at it, I've never given. When I worked at Subway, I literally
I feel like Subway was different.
Well,
and I also feel like Polaris was different.
I cut my finger wide open, and then some dude made fun of me because I was wearing a neon fucking Band-Aid. And I just told the manager, I was like, hey, that was my last night. Because I was supposed to work, that was like a Friday. I think I was supposed to come in Saturday morning.
You told me about that, and you left that schizophrenic bitch locked in the freezer?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, exactly. Actually, I quit mid-shift. I just walked in. I was supposed to be there till 8:30. I walked out at 7:15. I was like, yeah, today was my last day.
Actually, I say that McDonald's was the only place I didn't give a 2 week notice.
And then Polaris. Yeah, go ahead.
Whenever I was at the county school system, Longstreet County school system, it was a co-op thing. So I'd done HVAC summer before. All I knew how to do was install.
Yeah.
So, in installs, we do that early morning to try and beat the heat. School starts back, so obviously I can't go help with installs. So I got to find something to do after school, and that's how I ended up at McDonald's. Literally the last place in the world I wanted to work, because one person we went to school with worked there, and she was weird as fuck.
Damn.
And I think you know who it is.
Yeah. Then also, it's a small town. Everybody's like, oh, Donald's at McDonald's now.
Exactly.
Look at this.
I got in trouble because Jeffrey cussed at me over the fucking intercom. Like, we was fucking around.
Oh, damn.
I also got in trouble for telling Dylan that I wouldn't give it. I said, we don't sell McChickens to queers and Fords. But,
yeah, it's McDonald's in Ardmore. What are you supposed to do?
Exactly. But, you know, I thought it was okay to cut up a little bit. No, there is zero cutting up allowed at the McDonald's. At least over the intercom.
At Polaris, I just told them.
But
I told everybody else that I was going to be leaving. Like, I told everybody I directly worked beside, and I was like, hey, today's my last day here. My manager, I was like, hey, my grandma's got cancer. I got to go out of town. I got to use all my PT right now. And I just never came back.
But anyways, I got approached because they was only offering it to like 2 kids. Like 2 kids was going to be able to co-op with Limestone County school system as like a learning experience. But it sucked because, first off, you're limited to 3 hours a day. Like whenever, because school let out at 3:05.
Oh, yeah.
So we had to leave work at 3. So I'd start at noon after lunch because they want you to take lunch. Also,
that don't make any sense. Why should stay up until business hours? Well, they don't get. I mean, they're not.
Yeah, they did.
For you.
Well, actually, they didn't leave till 3:30. So it was only 30 minutes of the day I was getting cut out of, which also screwed over the guy I was helping, because we would be in a job where realistically, without me, we could have stayed an extra 30 minutes. But because of me, he couldn't. He had to drive all the way back to the office for me to leave, and then he'd just have to wait because then there's only 30 minutes left in the day. There's no point in driving back to wherever we were.
Can they prove that, or are you like working with a Limestone County teacher or something?
No. Like the school maintenance. Like I was running. I was installing cameras and replacing cameras in all the schools.
I think tonight, like you're at Superior and you just gotta like leave.
No,
man, I know it's hot as hell up here. I gotta go home. See you tomorrow.
Well, see, I'm getting to Superior, right? So because I'd already worked with them over the summer, and then they offered that co-op program, and I was thinking, crap. Co-op program doesn't start till second semester, so January.
Yeah.
So in my mind, they say it starts second semester. I'm thinking, okay, as soon as school starts, I'm working with them. And I was thinking, I really don't want to work at McDonald's. And I'd already done, like, it was either Thanksgiving break or it was fall break. I worked in the mornings with Superior, then I was going to McDonald's in the afternoon. That sucked. McDonald's sucked.
Yeah.
Well, then I was like, well, screw this. I'm just going to quit McDonald's. I can work at Superior over this winter break. Then I'll go work at the county when school starts back. And then the county sucked because I'm getting paid $10 an hour. I'm working 3 hours a day. That's 15 hours a week. And then they pay you once a month.
Oh.
Yeah.
That.
So I'm still working every weekend for cash.
That's not even $1,000.
No, after taxes, it's even worse. And the fucked up part is, so I didn't get to start the second school starts back. I had to wait a little bit. So I only worked half of January. And then they hold that paycheck. So whenever they told me we hold this paycheck, I thought, okay, I don't get this paycheck till I leave. So I work end of January, no paycheck. Work all of February. I'm thinking, okay, I'm finally getting paid. No, it's just a fucking week behind. Or a month behind. So now, after working a month and a half, I get a half month's paycheck. I get a 30-hour paycheck after a month and a half.
No, I'd have been pissed. Is it still a month pay after that? Like, do you have to wait a whole another month to get that?
Yeah, you get paid the last work day of every month. So if a Friday is the 31st, you get paid Friday. But
that's fucked.
Yeah, but also if like a Friday's the 28th and then Sunday's the 30th, well, you get paid Friday. But if a Monday's the 31st, then you get paid Monday. It's weird. It's just the last work day of every month.
That's fucked.
But then I found out they put a cap on me. Like,
is that for everybody or just because you were in the program?
That's everybody. But because I was in the program, there's a limit on me. Once I made $1,500, I was supposed to be done. And then, so I started counting down the days because that shit sucked. Because I already talked to my dad. I was like, hey, when this co-op program is done, can I just keep co-oping but do it with Superior where I knew I'd make more money?
Yeah.
And Dad was like, yeah, sure, no problem. But he wanted me to do the county thing because he thought county's a good job, insurance, retirement, blah, blah, blah. This would be a good foot in.
Yeah, dads are always gay about that shit because they're like in their like 40s.
Well, that's because Dad's 30
son.
with no retirement plan whatsoever. Yeah. He's 30-something.
I hope I die when I'm 54 on a job site. You kids get paid.
Dad ain't even got insurance like that. Like Dad has nothing. If I die, if he dies,
he doesn't wear PPE, so he's like.
On the bright side, Dad doesn't have enough credit to have debt, so if he dies, I won't get screwed over with anything, but also get nothing. He's just.
Yeah, that
he's just gone.
Like he hits the lottery, and then like all your inheritance just goes towards his debt.
Well, he don't even have debt.
Yeah,
like he doesn't have enough credit for debt. Like it's a break even thing. I'll just be out on a funeral. Bastard. It's like he's getting cremated if it happens soon. But anyways, I call I'm the one keeping track of this. I call my supervisor the second my last check hits. I'm like, okay, so I've made $1,500. I guess that's done. And he's like, oh, well, I actually got you extended if you want to. I was like, no, I'm good. I was just done that day.
I mean,
I felt bad. I mean, at the time,
I mean, they kind of forced you. It's like you could have gave a 2 weeks notice anyway. I guess you could have.
I could have since they extended it, but at the same time,
I mean, you're pretty much
the pay was bad. I mean, that's $150 a week, and I'm getting paid monthly.
Yeah, that for real. That's not even gas money, because, like,
yeah. No, well, I'm driving a 1988 GMC with a 350.
Yeah, like 2 weeks into it, just gas
and it's like roughly 25 to 30 minutes from the house.
Yeah,
even further from school, because pretty much every day I'm driving to work from school.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just shit. It was shit pay. I mean, it was cool. I kind of learned how to do the cameras. I learned how to log into the school's camera system if I ever needed to. I can't remember it now, but...
Damn.
I thought it was going to be fun because I thought, cool, I'll get to, do work at Ardmore and see my friends.
Yeah.
No, Ardmore had, the best cameras, so we was never at Ardmore. I spent most of my time at, Elkmont or West Limestone, and we had to install some new cameras at Cedar Hill.
They're fucking poor schools.
Yeah. Well, we had to go to Cedar Hill because the parking lot, where the car auto line is, some fucking Dodge Charger, of course, was over there doing donuts. They hit the curb.
What color was a Dodge Charger?
Black.
Yeah.
Or it might have been gray. It was black or gray. But anyways, they're doing donuts in that parking lot, smashed the curb, and fucking... I don't know. The deputy said that, he could see on one camera angle where they, tried to start it a couple times, and then they just walk away. But the camera coverage wasn't that good, so he didn't get to see all of it. So that's why we had to go out there and install cameras. Because the car was... I don't know if the car was reported stolen, but there was a bunch of stolen shit in the trunk of the car. Stolen tools. That was crazy. That was fun. Man, actually speaking of that, so one time the dude I done cameras with, pretty much, so there's maintenance dudes for every, there was 2 guys that covered Ardmore, Cedar Hill, and Johnson, and then there was other guys in different areas, you know. But the guy I was with, there's only one camera dude, so we do all the schools. Well, whenever he was out, I'd usually get thrown with the Ardmore dudes most of the time, which was handy because I was already at Ardmore, so I could just go meet up with them. We had to go to Johnson one day, and I felt, I don't know what I felt. I guess I was gonna say I felt bad, but I didn't. Me and this dude, I forget what we were doing. We were in the supply closet of the gym at Johnson, and we hear this noise, and we're like, man, that's got to be a fucking dog. There's a dog out here. We walk out of that storage room, walk out of the gym, go out to the playground. Fucking special needs kids are out there.
I know where this is going.
I swear I thought it was a dog. He looked at me and kind of, he wasn't like that. That dude, he didn't make fucked up jokes like I do, but he looked at me and kind of smiled. He was like, well, that was interesting.
Seen a retarded kid on all fours chasing after.
He was in a wheelchair. He wasn't even barking. I don't know what the noise was. He just sounded like a fucking dog. I don't know. It sounded like a dog whimpering or something. And he was just in a fucking electric wheelchair.
Damn it.
There was a fucking kid in middle school. There was a kid in middle school, and like his brain worked fine, but he was just like in a wheelchair. But he was a dick. Like he knew he was in a wheelchair, so he just used that to his advantage. Like, you know, you're not gonna hit the kid in the wheelchair. So he just used that as an excuse to be a dick. Like he would purposely run over people's feet.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
I would have flipped that damn chair over, told him to get back in it.
But this one kid got in trouble for bullying because he followed that kid around middle school and recorded him. Like recorded multiple clips of him and put it in a whole 3-minute video and posted a video with the fucking riding by Chameleonaire in the background.
Hell yeah.
And it's just this kid in a blue fucking wheelchair with chrome wheels. They see me rolling. That kid did suck though. I think his name was David. If I remember right. But he was just a fucking dick. The only class I had with him was art class. And I hated art. Why is art forced? Because I can't draw
and
shit.
Every art teacher is a dick. Every single one of them.
Unless you're good at drawing, then they like you.
Yeah, but unless you're a fucking girl and you also happen to be
that same art teacher that was a bitch to me, I ended up at her house trying to fix her air conditioner like the year after I graduated. Turns out she was a lesbian.
Like, Mary told you I'll get them out to shit. Enjoy this hot air blowing out your vents.
Yeah, it turns out she was a lesbian, and I didn't know it was her.
Obviously, she's a fucking art teacher.
Because Dylan that I used to work with was telling me, he's like, they told me about this job where there was an old man that lived there and like 2 lesbian chicks, and they were doing an install. And the 2 lesbian chicks like kept asking like, how long are y'all going to be here? How long are y'all going to be here? Then they go in the bathroom together. And Dylan swears he heard stuff and they were having sex in the bathroom. The 2 lesbian chicks. And then I have to go to that house. This is like a whole year later. I got to go to that house for something.
I mean, that's got to be like the best thing that can happen for like a
They're not
HVAC.
that good. They're not good looking.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about the lesbians. I'm just talking about like you go to somebody's house and then you hear some shit like that. Like, because that doesn't happen every day.
Yeah, no.
I mean, to be like an HVAC man, like, yeah, I'll be up in your attic and you just hear like.
Well, I don't know if you hear that. They're lesbians. Is that what
yeah,
sex toys
yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they definitely got strapped on.
Probably.
I mean, if he's telling the truth, they had like one of them like cylinder shampoo bottles in their ass at some point.
Yeah. The fucking tea tree or whatever. But, anyways, I gotta go back. I see this job pop up on my schedule, whatever. And Dylan's like, dude, that's that house from like a year ago that he was telling me about it. So I go there, and then I'm thinking, this one bitch, man, she looks super fucking familiar. And I thought it was that art teacher, but I wasn't sure until she hands me your debit card so I could bill her. And I read the name on it. I was like, this is definitely her. And I remember that because her last name was Mars, and she was fat, so we always said she, was the size of Mars. But yeah. Freaking every art teacher I've ever had has been a bitch.
If you're not like a core subject teacher, chances are that wasn't your first choice in life. Like, you weren't going to be a teacher. You just couldn't get anything else.
Well, you wanted to be an artist and you sucked.
Yeah.
So.
It's like you see like a substitute teacher that's like new in their 30s. It's like, damn, you just went through a divorce, didn't you?
And that's the only thing that they do in life that makes them feel better is criticizing my shitty stick figures.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all they have. Like, oh, I can at least draw a face. I can't do that.
They draw like a Picasso face where it's like Picasso would draw a face all fucked up on purpose. They do it and they think they're just like it was like the best they can do. They're like, oh, I'm pretty much Picasso.
Man, I could fucking fuck up any kind of picture you wanted me to draw.
Yeah. I mean, literally nobody could draw a better swastika than me in the 6th grade.
Now,
I was the best. No, you can bring up any memory you have. I'm telling you right now, I was better.
You could.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Did you have yours at the right angle?
Yes.
I don't
Every
think
time.
you did. I feel like you drew yours just like a square shape.
Well, to be fair, most windows on houses aren't diamond shaped, so yeah, you got to make it a little believable. Or if you weren't drawing swastikas in 6th grade and then writing Windows 10 next to it, just to look like the dude.
I'm starting to think there may have been a reason Dale Jr.'s number was 88. He started out as 8. Then once he got that National Guard sponsor,
I don't see your correlation.
88. You know what 88 is? I thought you listened to the Old Testament. The 8th letter in the alphabet is H. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're actually going to end that episode here. We came back and recorded like a whole nother hour. So that's just going to be a whole separate episode rather than having an almost 2-hour episode. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, subscribe it, whatever. Thanks.
Yeah. I see where you're going with this. I
thought you knew that. I don't know why I know that. Well, it's because of the Old Testament, but...
Well, hold on. Not of the Bible. Just so we're clear for listeners. Yeah. We're not talking about the biblical.
Matt and Shane, Secret Podcast, Old Testament. You're not going to find it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. You have to watch it where someone pirated it and posted it onto YouTube.
Yeah, Radio Dogs, dude. Radio Dogs used to be the shit because.
Yeah, then they got removed, so now I got another person I was listening to it from.
Well, not only that, what do you call it? Well, actually, if you see, I'm not quite lower middle class. I'm more of like middle class because of me.
Brother, I'm low class. Well, now I'd call myself lower class.
Well, I'm saying if you pay for the Patreon, if you have Apple, you pay for the Patreon, and then it goes to your podcast app. They have literally every Old Testament episode. They're not in order, and it may not be every single one, but it's a good bit.
I was listening to it for free on YouTube, and there's not even ads.
Yeah, that's why I did it. Because Radio Dogs, they didn't have any ads, but except when I.
Which I'm pretty sure you can't monetize it, because if you monetize it, I feel like you'd be more likely to get flagged for, being stolen.
I don't really know how all that works. I thought YouTube just did that. Like, I thought YouTube just decided they were going to put ads in your thing. Like, is that like, can you monetize yourself? Just say, I want money on this one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Which, well, used to.
Us being YouTube stars, I probably should know that, but...
Used to, that's how it worked. Used to, either your videos had ads or you didn't, and there were stipulations like you had to have at least 1,000 followers if you was going to monetize your channel. But nowadays, there's an ad in like every video I watch, or if it's not mid video, there's one in the beginning and one in the end.
No, you know what I
But YouTube didn't have that. Like back before YouTube had fucking multiple ads for ad break.
That's what, dude. You know what I miss? Kobe now. I love you, buddy.
Now there's just as much commercials on anything as there is cable.
Remember, it used to just be on YouTube. It was one fucking ad, a video. Maybe if it was a longer video, you might have more. But after 5 seconds, you could skip it. And then they switched to 2. Now they have like 4 or 5. And you can't, like, if you watch on TV, you have to sit through all 60 seconds. Then it lets you skip, and then you have to watch another fucking ad.
Yeah, and used to every ad was skippable unless it was like 10 seconds long. Like 10 seconds and under wasn't skippable. But who cares? It's 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
Well, I mean, there was a time where there was no ads, but then it went from that to, okay, well, let's just start putting ads in every video and say fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, even if your video itself isn't monetized, there's going to be an ad at the starting of that video when you click on it.
Yeah.
They're not even, the poster isn't even getting paid for.
Yeah, and I was okay with that. Like, I was okay with the 5-second skips or 10-second, whatever. But
And I was kind of okay with one at the beginning and one at the end, because I can just close the video at the end.
Yeah, for real.
But now that they're fucking, you can't watch a video without 15 ad breaks.
That's what and like I said, if it's on your, like, because I watch a lot on my TV, it'll show you have like 70 fucking seconds.
Actually, we gotta take a piss break.
Then it'll play 60.
We'll be back.
Testing.
All right, we're actually gonna go ahead and end this episode here. We came back and we recorded like another hour to an hour and a half. So instead of just one huge episode, we're splitting it up into 2. So that's the end of this episode. Thank y'all for listening.